Alright, checking back in. Still recovering the refrigerant. I'll show you this next little thing I bought just today. It's pretty sweet. You see these solenoids, here's one here, another one back here. What happens is these are normally closed until you apply voltage around the little coil, which is, fell back here somewhere. I'll show you another one later. It sits on here to open it up and allow the refrigerant to flow through here so we can recover all of the refrigerant. We throw that on. You hear, this is just a magnet in there. Slap it on there. You hear that click. That's actually not this thing smacking or anything. It's actually the valve that you can hear opening up. It's pulling the magnets, pulling the valve open out that way, and then when you take it off, it plunges back down, closes the valve. Simple enough. These ones, you can take this nut off, and then there's a little guy in there. You need a wrench to do it, but you can twist a little set screw thing, twist it all the way in or out. Can't remember which one it is. Whatever way it's not sitting already, just put it the other way and that'll automatically open it without having to have this magnet. But usually you ain't got those. I'll show you back here. For the old solenoid of this style, yep, I'm mistaken. That one also can be opened manually. So we really don't need this, but I bought it anyways because sometimes these, well, not sometimes, currently it's leaking, so I'll have to tighten that cap. As you see there on my finger, my fingers aren't always that greasy, pretty oily, so there's oil on there. That's why I really don't like to use these, because then you'd have to replace this whole valve, cut it here and there, put a new one on just to replace that. Or if we can tighten this screw down, see, by the oil I'm getting out of there and by the oil that I got over there, we're at the point where I highly doubt that we're going to get anywhere near 120 pounds of refrigerant. And that's telling me that this thing was losing gas, and that could be the cause of the compressor failure. Lock rotor amps is what we draw. Checked that out when I first got here today just to make sure that it was the correct compressors and that they were actually bad. Bumped them on and drew 163 amps off of the first compressor. They ran in tandem, but each one has its own contactor. So I checked that out. The first one draws lock rotor amps. It ohmed out properly, not shorted to ground or anything. No shorts amongst its own windings. Everything looked good. But the compressor is seized up. That's how you get the lock rotor amps. Pretty much screwed if you're getting that. No way around that. Just needs a new compressor. So that's where we're at. We'll check back with you at the next cool thing I find that I feel like I should note.